Hi everyone. This video is to show you guys how to use the Google Classroom Gradebook feature extension in your Google spreadsheets. So go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so the very first thing you want to do is have a blank sort of template spreadsheet. This is one that I use each time. You want to go to, once you have downloaded the extension, be sure that you've downloaded the extension already from the email that you were sent with your licenses. Then you're going to go to extensions. You're going to go down to Gradebook. Very first thing you want to do is create and view gradebooks. So you'll click that. On this side, you want to go ahead and set the weighting to category weighting. You don't want to include any sample students. Put in the number of assignments that you feel like you need. If you're not sure, go ahead and put it to the max of 150. It won't make a difference when the reports go out. You want to put your course name. You don't have to worry about a course code or course period. You want to put your name, the school's name, and I use my phone number just because I like the fact that my phone number is on the report. And once you have that information in, you can also choose to include attendance or not. In this particular case, I'm not going to be, so I'm going to create course. It takes it a moment to process. Then you're going to click this link to go to the new gradebook, and it will open in a new tab. Once you're here, you're going to want to go first to your settings. At the bottom, you'll have that pop up. So you're going to go to settings at the bottom. And there's a few things here that you're going to need to update. So let me grab the branding kit so I can put numbers in for you guys correctly. So you want to set it to 0 decimal places, rounding to the nearest. I would not include the averages or medians on the reports. That's for the whole class. That's completely up to you. The first blank color should be 020202, which is a black. The next one will be F6AC1A. The third one you will leave the same, and the fourth color will be FFC F02. And you will leave this at percentage. Then you're going to go up under the categories. You want to include summative at 50, formative at 40, participation at 10, and then you'll want to just delete these two so that it adds up to the 100% here. The attendance key, you're welcome to leave it as is. And then you will also want to update. Let me grab this really quick. So once you have this put in one, I recommend you just kind of go back to it and copy and then paste it into the others. That's what I do. So you'll want to put this particular grading scale in here. And once you have all of that done, you want to go back to Gradebook, up to extensions, down to the options, and you want to go to the settings in the particular gradebook. This is where you'll set a lot of your automation. So you want to save notes during import. I would say yes. Import empty grades as no mark. You can put a start date in here if you'd like. It's totally up to you. If you do that, make sure that you put the beginning of that particular semester that you're importing from. And then import as. I use due date. I don't use the creation date. You can choose whether you want to sort ascending or descending by title, due date, or creation date. I usually leave it on ascending by title. Student's name, you can leave the same, including draft grades. I do include mine. That is optional for you. Automatic daily reports. I would say yes, and then make sure that it's marked as yes daily. It will basically send you an email saying that it has synced with your classroom. So I have that included. Report type, I'm using the full. You could look at the different options and see which one you like the best. Show total points, yes. Include notes, yes. Include categories, that's optional. I do include mine. Include empty grades only, of course, would be no. Include the student ID. You don't have to do that. We're not keeping up with those things on the reports. Report daily grades as percentage, letter, or both. I mark mine as both. Notify parents as email. Report language would be English. Automatic weekly report. This is very important. You want to put yes. Then you'll have a new drop down appear. You want to go to Thursday. It will run these at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then you want to tell it to notify you when it has done sent those out. And then you don't want to mess with anything down at the bottom, and you hit save. Okay. Now you want to start your initial import. So you want to go to extensions, down to Gradebook, and go import from Google Classroom. You're going to choose the course from your classroom list. You can import specific topics at specific times. I just go ahead and do all because I like my parents to have the whole picture. And then you're going to hit update grades. It takes a moment to complete the sync. This does take a few minutes. This is probably one of the longest syncs that it does when you're setting it up. Okay, you're going to start seeing your kiddos populate. It's going to start out saying no grade. Just so you know, everybody's will start out that way. Okay, so once that's done, you can hit close and exit out of that section. The next thing you want to do is you want to set the percentage of the weight, and then if it was summative, formative, or participation. I will say that this is the part that took the longest for me. And I have various due dates already in my classes because I have students starting at different times, so I have to put it in for each assignment. So you'll just want to make sure that you do this for all of the assignments. I'm just going to do a few for the sake of putting these in. Let me see if these students have submitted any work yet. Oh, there are a couple here. So let's see. This would be 50 because it's a quiz. Summative and 50. Summative. See if there were any others. Oh, yep. And you'll see how it can potentially change the grade as you move through it based off of what they have submitted. Okay, and that's all they've submitted so far. So once you have that information in to each one of your assignments, I didn't put it on all of mine yet, but that's okay. So I'm going to go to back up to extensions, going to go to Gradebook, and you want to go to reports and hit send report. So once you do this, it's going to automatically import the information for the student emails. And you want to hit yes beside each one. Then you'll want to go into Alma and grab that student's information. I'll do a separate video for you guys who have larger classroom rosters where you can grab that information a little bit faster. But for now, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way here and grab these parents' emails. And then you hit yes beside each of their emails as well. If you have multiple emails for parents, you put them in the same block, but make sure you separate each one with a comma, as I've done here. And then let me grab Peyton's. Okay, and then also if you'd like to add a comment, you may do so. The one thing to think about with comments is that if you want to, if you don't want it to be the same comment every single week, you need to come in and update the comments prior to Thursday before they go out Thursday morning at 4 a.m. So make sure that you do it, you know, update those on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever you'd like. And then if you have to do a grade override, say for some reason this grade is not what you want the parents to see on the report, you can do an override grade and then make sure you mark this one as yes to include that override grade on the report. Okay, so once you have that done, the next thing you have to do is go back to here again, go back up to reports and hit send reports. So once you have the parents' information and everything in there, you want to send the initial report. And then after that, it will start sending them each week on Thursday morning. So when you do that, it will actually give you a message. So here you can say, press send reports below. If everything looks good, you can kind of, you know, look through that, make sure it looks right. You're going to hit send reports. And it's going to go ahead and email these reports to the parents and students. Okay. Hit close, and here it will tell you this gradebook is now set to automatically email reports to students and parents. This import will happen every Thursday at 4 a.m. and it'll tell you the emails. So when it syncs, it should be automatically moving any new students into your roster. But the one thing you'll want to do is make sure you come back to extensions, go to the gradebook, go to reports and hit send reports. In case you don't see this green contact information, it'll make it pop up again. And be sure that that you include the parent email here, because sometimes it will pull it over if they're in there as a guardian and sometimes it doesn't. That's something that I've noticed. I hope that you guys find video very helpful. And if you have any questions on how to get it set up, don't hesitate to let me know and I'll do my best to help. Thank you. Have a great day.